All right, Shalom. First, let's start by saying all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Abishai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is just a quick video on what's going on with Moab. The Lord, messing them up. But um, Esau is just using this as one of the distraction too to bring in the other nations with this whole Black Lives Matter. With the whole right, with the whole Black Lives Matter campaign, because in actuality, Jake and them don't even matter. And and to be honest with you, Jake and them been getting dead worse than any nation. Like the scriptures say. Let me see if I can find that precept real quick. Because now they trying to compare, and these Asians are just now a lot of stuff. Stuff probably have been happening to them, but not like how it's been happening to Jake. All right, here, this is Daniel chapter 9, verse 12. It says, "And he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges, that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil." Right, and that's us going into captivity and being in the situation that we in. From the drugs, the experiments, etc., man. It said, "For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem." Right, so no nation compare to what we have been through, man. Even though we're not black, but the whole reason why they got this whole Asian lives matter and all lives matter, because they trying to compare us with these other nations, and they can't compare to us, man. We got done the worst out of all nations upon the earth, man. So I just want to bring in that precept real quick, and I'm just play these videos and add some more precepts.
We spoke exclusively with the Asian woman who fought back after being attacked in San Francisco Wednesday. This comes after several violent encounters in San Francisco and Oakland targeting Asians. KPIX5's Andrea Nakano with the exclusive interview.
Very scared and traumatized and very hurt, and this eye still bleeding.
From her senior retirement home in San Francisco, Xiaoshen Xie candidly talked about the attack and her injuries, with her daughter helping to translate.
The red eye still cannot see anything, still bleeding. So use a lot of something to absorb the bleeding.
The attack happened just around 10 this morning on Market and 7th Street. Xiaoshen Xie says she was just waiting at the traffic light, and then the suspect punched her in her left eye.
Talking about I don't know him. Why he attacked me?
Immediately, her instincts kicked in to defend herself. While she suffered injuries and required medical attention, it was her attacker that ended up on the stretcher.
By the stay for around around the area and fight back.
Xiaoshun Xie's daughter says her mother cannot see at all out of her left eye and hasn't been able to eat. The hope is time will heal the physical and emotional wounds, but this incident is one that has scarred her for life.
As you guys see, she is extremely terrified. She's terrified to even step out.
Right, man. So that's what she get, man. The Lord don't care nothing about these other nations. All these other nations can't even be saved, man, for the guys that's trying to bring in the other nations, man. Only Israel can be saved. But you know, since the Lord don't care about it, we're not supposed to care about it, because starting from their elites on down, you know, the elites had something. Their elites had something to do with us. Stay and sleep, one, and then two, they're not even of our nation. They don't even like us, man, and everybody knows that, man. So that's what they get, man. They don't get no sympathy, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also whom thou hast chosen, which are the Israelites, that line of the black/Native Americans, man. We are over all the nations, according to Deuteronomy chapter, 7 verse 6. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Right, the world was made for the Israelites' sake, man. As for the other people which also can't come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, including these Moabites, man, these so-called Chinese. But be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Right, man. So they are like unto spittle, man. It says, now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. Right, we're in Esau's hand right now, and they are devouring us from all that their witchcrafts and stuff, man. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Right, man. So we don't have no spot in this kingdom while Esau is ruling it. And, you know, the Moabites had their chance to rule, but they still got their country and, you know, somebody at the UN for them. You know, they got say-so, so to speak, to a certain degree in the society. They even, you know, putting themselves on that pedestal as if they're gonna be the next superpower. You know. Meanwhile, we're still in the ghettos and gang banging and on drugs, and you know don't know who we are according to the Bible, man. So these other nations ain't nothing, man. The Lord don't care about these other nations, man.
He is currently in our facility at the Cherokee County Adult Detention Center. We were able to interview him with the Atlanta Police Department and FBI. He made indicators that he has some issues, potentially sexual addiction, and may have frequented some of these places in the past. But as the chief indicated, it's still early on. We still have a lot of things to process.
The suspect did take responsibility for the shootings. He said that early on once we began the interviews with him. He claims that these, and as the chief said, this is still early, but he does claim that it was not racially motivated. He apparently has an issue, what he considers a sex addiction, and sees these locations as something that allows him to go to these places, and it's a temptation for him that he wanted to eliminate.
It is tragic. Our country, the president and I and all of us, we grieve for the loss. Our prayers are extended to the families of those who have been killed. And it speaks to a larger issue, which is the issue of violence in our country, and what we must do to never tolerate it and to always speak out against it.
But whatever the motivation here, I know that Asian Americans are very, very concerned because, as you know, I've been speaking about the brutality against Asian Americans for the last couple months, and I think it is very, very troubling.
All right. I'm going to end it off with this one. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Yep, and that's just plain as day, man. The Lord controls who dies and who doesn't. So with that being said, call Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.